Greetings, my friends. I am Gilles Mansillon. I am called to return to speak about the spiritual ascension path. I hope you're having a good day and you felt the energy of the equinox, the balance of energy. We're getting ready for this 10-10 portal and the 11-11 portal and the solstice. It's going to be very powerful. There's going to be a lot of shaking up in the world. And regardless for this American election, for instance, a lot of people are putting a lot of hope into that, but it's going to create massive chaos regardless. Stop putting your faith in the talking heads and turn to God. That's the only way to your inner self, to your guides, to your spirit self, to your monad, those higher invisible intelligence that are part of you, your higher self, is really the only way to be safe during those times and to be peaceful or to rest in the hands of God. So it is very because there is certainties, probabilities, and possibilities in the world. So for me, my cultural project is a certainty. My spiritual mission is a certainty. But my sentimental life is really possibilities and probabilities. I'm being shaken up with all kinds of energies. So like those two soulmates that are, I'm not really sure what's going to be happening. But it's very much about being flexible, letting go, but being attuned to what feels right. So it is very much about we have to establish rules and regulation in order for us to operate within every time we learn something, we create a new rule, we create a new we have to live by certain standards, and so it is very important to stop listening to the 3D talking heads, the matrix, and like all of those that are, as long as there is the matrix is going to collapse, but it's in the meantime it's like, trust your intuition, the voice of God within, and follow that, and much more. And because a lot of people are guided from without, from social media or like alternative, and there are others that are guided from within, and to be guided from within. So ask for this connection. The higher self is willing, able, and yet the alignment, the fusion with the I Am presence is very challenging. Spirit confirmed to me that even on the higher planes, it's really challenging. It's not an easy thing to do. So be patient with yourself. Your God self is patient with you and loves you regardless. So because here on the earth, it's very challenging because we're a mix of so many different extraterrestrial within our DNA. We have the trauma of the reptilian brain, and then we have the cerebellum, that's like the power. We have to balance out the yin and the yang, the intuitive and the logical, to blend in, to activate the cerebellum, the mini brain, to access the magic powers. But we are a mix of so many different extraterrestrial races, positive and negative, that we are in a unique position to bring a lot of resolution both on a galactic and universal plane, because we are here, we're forced to integrate the darkness and the light. So it is a converging energy, and it's like and there is so many announcements that are being made. So just yet the announcements that come from within, that come from your higher self, are far better, far more real than what you may see on the social media, because there will be a lot of confusion, because there is a lot of expectation. Once we reach the fifth dimension, we won't need government, because we'll be sovereign. Nobody is going to govern us. So it's like this government is a 3D thing and controlled by the fourth dimensional dark alliance, and it's all cabal, or whatever you want to call it. So it's like we need to disengage from that, But the transformation will be quick. I do believe that the world in America, there's going to be a great deal of chaos after the election, regardless of the outcome. It's going to be a lot of chaos. When the revelations are going to come down, there's going to be a lot of chaos. The only way to be safe is to be in the hands of God by following your heart, your love. So focus on your inner connection, your higher self, and your destiny, your point of freedom. We're getting closer to it every day. Every day it's getting closer to this point of freedom, this liberation. Pull a few cards and discuss a few more ideas. I hope you find this energy and this message interesting. I'm just doing my best to guide you towards that which I know to be true, which is it is God that regulates the program, and God is a friend to all. So it's like you wanna master this this unique connection you have to your creator, because it's all unique. And the card of the day is to let go of all the dramas, all the push and pull of the third dimension. To let go is the never-ending story. It's a drama. It will always be dramatic, regardless. Do not expect that any government and we need to break all of this. It's going to be shattered. All the archetype, the old archetype, the architecture of the old religion, that we need a priest to communicate with God, or that a government is going to solve our problem. All of that's going to be shattered. We need to create a new architecture that's based on love and freedom and self-responsibility. The highest wisdom is imagination. We need to imagine, to create a new world already within our mind, in relation to allow ourselves to be guided and inspired by the spirit that work with us, and to continue to cultivate this sense of creativity. What we need to understand is the exchange of gifts. For life is a gift. It's an energy. It's everything is energy. And on the interpersonal relationship, sometimes you feel like, whoa, it can be very intense. But we have to trust, we have to go through whatever we go through, and it's like this card means understanding that everything is at face value. There is no hidden thing. It's like what is what is right now. So what we need to do is may the truth be, is to be focalized on the truth, your truth, whatever you conceive to be the truth, the higher truth that you. So just express that, feel that, know that, become one with your own truth. And the outcome is the house cleaning. There is a great deal of house cleaning that is happening on the earth, but we do need to make our own house cleaning to attune our frequency, our body, our mind. And there's a lot of healing that will be happening. And so it's like, I'm realized something that's like, for a very long time, I received this wonderful, amazing vision about my future, but very much like, wow, I try to act to make it happen, and it doesn't work, because it's like, so it's about achieving divine neutrality in relationship to your desire. It's not easy, because the desire, you desire it, so it's like you want it, so it's like to be neutral about it, and to be in a place where you can actually receive it without having to want to accelerate it, or to just to be, is very achieve this divine neutrality. It will really accelerate the manifestation. And so it's really very much about balance and understanding if the change, whether they're personal or collective, it's like a birth. We're birthing into a new reality, and in the birth, as the more the baby gets close to being born, the more pain there is. And so like the more pain you feel, the closer you are to your point of freedom and liberation. So just so do not judge yourself for it. And so, there is this very big demystification of what to return to Caesar, what belongs to Caesar, and return to God, what belongs to God. Only love and unity belongs to God. Everything else is just part of the controlling illusion. So it's like, with respect of all that is, of course, but understanding we're all the same as human beings. We're all exactly the same. We're all unique, but we're all exactly the same, made of the same thing. And all those labels and hierarchies that were created is what's going to be crumbling. That's why the Christ said, who is last will be first, who is first will be last. It's like, because we have a lot of misconception of what the truth is, and then there will come a judgment point. The judgment was supposed to come around the year 2000, but God had some mercy like had some compassion for the humanity, demonstrated humanity had a compassion and empathy, was like trying to help one another. It's very important we have one another, so it's very important that we stand for one another, to do what we can to assist one another. And it is very, so God had some mercy. He gave some like few decades for humanity to catch up and clear up some karma. Otherwise we would be gone. But at some point there will come a point where the censor will censor the reality and everything will change forever. But the wisdom of those beings is beyond my understanding, and I'm sure they're watching, and when they will be called to do this final judgment of this planet, the ascension may come in many ways, so be prepared for anything, but follow your heart. If anything is going to be, follow your intuition. Yet there is also astral entities that will try to push fear into your consciousness. When your aura will be completely closed and you will be within your own light, you will eliminate the shadows within your consciousness. Then we do that, then then there is no more possibility for any astral entities to interfere. But our consciousness is to be completely elevated. So there may be astral entities that will try to interfere. Sorry, I'm going to close the door. The little dog, he opened the door, so I'm sorry, and then there's a friend cooking in the kitchen. So we were given some time, and we were given like a probation, but a lot of people will not pass. They're going to be sent to a 3D planet to continue their soul evolution. Only those who have achieved a certain level of trust, love, peace, understanding. And even if you're not at peace, do not judge yourself. It's all about the intention. It's all about the intention, and God knows more about us than we do ourselves. So trust that. At the end, justice will be restored in this world. Right now, there's still unfolding scenarios, both on the dark side and on the light side, and they're fighting each other. But all of it will be resolved. We're working on it. So just be patient. We're very close to resolution. And the observer of the day is community life. We came here to be part of the human community. We're going to land into this fifth dimensional human community. It's going to be, for now, it's like, so it's like to be part of this community, to feel, to know, to love, to learn from all humans. Every interaction is something to teach us, because everybody's got a spirit of God within them. And so we're learning, we're growing, we're experiencing. It is a painful experience, to be the truth, tell you the truth sometimes, and it can be very joyful experience as well. The highest wisdom is the Atlantis will be a re-emerging, and the consciousness of Atlantis, the unification of all the kingdoms. So it's all prepared. It's all being prepared. A lot of revelation will come, and we've had long lives in Atlantis. We have connection to the beings that supervise. Later on, it was Poseida, but originally it was the Master Orlet. That was the guide for the civilization, and there were many others But there were many other civilizations, not just Atlantis, at the time, and we're regaining a lot of memories from Lemuria, maybe from Rama, maybe from Ignatius. It was like many old civilizations that were on the Earth, Pleiadian, as well as galactic DNA memories will unfold. What we need to understand is the farm, to be independent, to learn to be self-sufficient, to be independent, and to be able to nourish others, to be close to nature as well. What we need to do is finance, to open the doors to finance, to receive our abundance, to receive our rewards. It's all about abundance, and finance will liberate the world. For the light workers, this Nessara Gesara was originally, it is planned first to liberate all the light workers so they can put their plans and their plans in action in order to assist humanity before they can be fully liberated. So trust, in gold we trust, in gold we trust. And the outcome is man and woman. It's like we're going to need to find harmony and peace between the yin and the yang, between the psychology of the feminine and the masculine. There's only two genders. There is not like a third gender. Whatever. It's the end of time. It's the age of decadence. So we have to forgive them. Further, they know not what they do. Some of them do, though. Everybody will be dealt with, and no judgment upon those who are lost in the illusion of time and space and the darkness. So we're free, because if we judge them, then we're tied up to those karma. And so as we do that, we find forgiveness. We forgive. For me, it's like I have to exercise forgiveness, but in relationship to a deep soul connection I have no choice. Those deep soul connections, they're here to stay. They're not going to go anywhere. Yesterday I was feel like he was gone, and it's like, whoa, I have my peace of mind. I feel a bit lonely because I'm so used to have this interaction, but she keeps it like a part-time soulmate. I have this one soulmate that's like stable and peaceful and spiritual, and this also that is completely wild, that is like, whoa. But they both have a meaning and sense in my life. So I will forgive her. I'm sure I have forgiven her. Sometimes I have to let her go, because she's like, it's a strange situation, but it is divinely inspired. Whatever comes that's very deep is like, it's something we need to address. We can't just like walk away or turn our back to it. We have to address things. and continue to love. Love will solve all the problems eventually. Well, thank you so very much for your donations, if you can, for supporting the channel. I'm gonna sing this song that talks about this beautiful world that we live in, and we have to tune into the festivity, to the return to. Once we have achieved that trust in God, then a lot of things will be liberated from us, and we'll be living this beautiful life. Humanity may suffer more because they haven't addressed that, but as soon as we merge into this unity consciousness of the One, then of course there is. How can it be any separation from anything? So we're going through this intense learning process. Or maybe I'm going to pull some cards before that. I'm going to pull some cards with the Dakini. So let's see, past, present, and future. The observer of the day is to be light. It's the horseplay, to just stay light, to stay enjoy as much as possible. Oh, we have the same card. It's a bit tense, a bit the same cards in the French reading. In the past, we have this high tension. It's been tense. It's been tense. So just we want to release that. We want to let it go. We want to center into the truth. For the past and the future is always reconditioning. Is always being reconditioned. There's possibility, probability, and certainties. We believe the past is a certainty, but it's because we have a certain memory. As we see the memory of the past differently, the past is changed, and we can transform both the past and the future and the present. Everything is internal change. Right now, it is an open door. It is called temptation. We need to give more power to our soul and spirit and let go of some of the body's desire, the cycle. As we do that, we find liberation. It will blow your mind. It's freedom from the tension. And in the future, it's kind of mean and heavy. We have to be careful not to be like the world. There's going to be a lot of things that are going to feel mean and heavy. So we want to stay light through the process and to be the fool, to be the joker, to be liberated from those cycle of needing to indulge ourselves in heaviness. Within ourselves, we have the castle in the cloud. It is the dream, the higher vision. And on the outside, we have the same card as in the French reading. It's totally banana. Everything is totally banana. It's the end of the age of decadence. So everything is completely decadent right now. And because the dark, the ignorant part of this humanity is really holding on to whatever. So it's like they're projecting like totally bananas ideas for humanity. Wants to be free, wants to be prosper. There is enough wealth for everybody to be totally free. So it's just a matter of like trusting the process and to tune into your own guidance and to accept that things may be absurd. A lot of things may not make sense. So just don't try to figure it out. Instead, just tune into this new life, this process of transformation, to accept that. There is this brand new life, to make peace with our past and to be ready for an amazing future. Well, I hope this resonated with you. I'm going to sing this little song. It's a song of Louis Armstrong. It's called A Wonderful World. It goes like this. I see trees of green, red roses too. I seen them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, bright blessed days, dark sacred nights. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies crying, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll never know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. For of course, in the 1950s, life was completely different, and it is up to us. Everything that we live in the world is what we created. Humanity was naive enough to fuel into this tyranny, this like to be subservient to rules and laws that are completely absurd, that are absolutely not for freedom. So we have to be a rebel somewhere. Huh? We have to trust that to follow the law of God first. Sometimes there's people that follow the law of God that were like martyrdom because they were not. It's like, to find the balance, to be guided, to not go off the rail, to stay on track, and we are recreating a new architecture in relationship, in connection to the divine and the galactics and the ascended masters. They're assisting in guiding a vision for a liberated world. So trust the plan is in place, and just do your part, whatever that is. The observer of the day is recomfort. We have to find recomfort. We have to comfort each other. We have and we'll find the healing. It's all going to be happening. The highest wisdom is the meeting with some people that we need to meet, and that's going to change our life. There's a lot of people that we need to meet. That's going to really transform the whole reality, because we are co-creative. As we come together, we have so much more power to affect the change. What we need to understand is acceptation, to accept the things as it is, in order to transform it. If we don't accept that it is our creation, then, and we cannot transform it, we are powerless. Once we take possession of things, it is our planet, we've created that, I created all of it, as my God self, everything was self-created. I can transform it, I can shift it now, my consciousness has changed. So acceptation of our responsibility. And as a creator, what we need to do is righteousness. We need to be straight, we need to be honest, we need to be righteous. We need to, not righteous is I am right and you are wrong, but to stay in the focalization of being just, being right, being honest. And the outcome is knowledge, deep knowledge. The fifth dimensional, fifth, sixth, seventh dimensional knowledge is coming down, and slowly but surely, this sense of unity. There is new laws, new principles, new powers, new activation within our physical body that will give us access to psychic realm. And it's getting more intense. Sometimes we have to traverse all kinds of areas that may be delicate, but do not fear, do not call on your guides when you need, or the archangels, the Archangel Michael, we send greetings to him. And so there is great events that are going to be assisting from a cosmic perspective, and all kinds of things are possible. Well, the main thing is to be certain, to rely on certainties, and the presence of God within and the love of God within and without is a certainty. That is the most, through all the chaos. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, because my Father will be with me. I'm not really sure the words, but in essence that's what it is. And we have to keep our focus clear, and to trust that our sanity, our clarity, and our connectedness will be returning. For a long time I felt like I was, because of process that I had to go through, karmic thing or whatever, it's like I lost my clarity, my connectivity, and my sanity. So that now it's about to be returned. So it's like, thank God. Well, thank you very much. Wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Salut, my friends.